just at their lowest vibration and feel that there's not any other resource for them do in that situation.
I mean, I think it really falls into the same thing, take a hot Epsom salt bath. Finding our space is finding our space, regardless of if we've been attacked by an energy vampire or we've had some negative situation happen to us, and so go clean that bathtub, smudge yourself, take a nice hot shower, spritz yourself. One of the things I like to do is I have these little bottles that I put water in with a little bit of essential oils, so I can have several different little bottles with different smells in them. And you can just like spritz around your body or, if you have one of those like singing bowls, sound vibration will help shift your energy.
But I want one.
So any of those things are going to help you recenter. And once you're recentered, your energy will start moving again, and it will allow you to bring your energy up from being sometimes down in your socks and you have to roll them down so you can see over the top, which I stole off some TV show, back up into the fullness of your body, because ultimately, we're a spirit in a body, and the way that we maintain, I'm going to have to get a copy of this. There's all kinds of great information coming out of my mouth.
I know, right?
The way that we maintain our space is the way we maintain our space. I mean, regardless of what you cook for dinner, you're always going to wash the dishes the same way.
Yes.
That's a great
line. See? We're inspiring.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes, from being shy, and there are times, and I'm thinking like this, that spirit just like comes right out my mouth.
Oh, yes.
And it's kind of like, I didn't even know that I knew that. To know that, to tell you that I knew it.
I think that's fun. I love when that happens. That's synchronicity.
Mm-hmm.
Just popping right out there when you need it.
But it's not an attached entity talking through me or anything. I'm just, being clear on that.
Well, I would not expect that. I don't think one could keep up with you right now. Your energy has been very good.
We all have our moments, though.
Yes, we do.
We all have our moments.
Well, everybody has moments of vulnerability. It's like I told you, I've been so not myself for some time now. And it's like I've turned that corner.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know what it was. I don't know what the trigger was for that. I would say that it was being able to actually sit in a pedicure chair after 4 months. That's just me. Because that's what my physical therapy goal has been. Mm-hmm. Is to bend enough to get in a pedi chair. That's how shallow I am, people. Yes, indeed. But for me, that's meditation.
But it's also you being you.
Yes. I got to go outside and wave at the astronauts in the International Space Station as they did their flyby. I haven't been able to do that. That's me too.
See?
It's just the little things. It really is the little things.
Mm-hmm. But that's also helps to remind you that you're you and you're whole. And,
yes.
Helps remind you. I mean, because sometimes we just need to be reminded. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be okay.
Yes. And I had lost that along the way during this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not me at all to have done that.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I was battling on two different fronts. And now I feel like I've conquered both of them.
Yay.
So, holla. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the things that I genuinely love about your work is the positivity that comes through it. I mean, I have been anticipating this show for weeks. I've had it posted for
Wow.
weeks. I so enjoyed you the first time we spoke. And I know that you've written for Fate. You write for everybody. Um, your articles are on your web. Several of your articles are on your website. They're all excellent information. And I just like to peruse them. So when I knew that you were going to be able to come back on, I was just thrilled because you do exude positivity.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
think that you are a world changer. And that's really something.
Okay, like extra super thank you on that.
Well, I mean, but it's what you do. You reach out, and when we were talking about the classes and the certificate programs and stuff, you reach out to bring people with you so that they can go out and be able to do this also.
But I'm going to kind of shift that is
Okay.
I'm just me.
Well, sure
I
you
just
are.
do what I'm being guided to do, and I'm just me. And just feel so honored that people find value in what I have to share and the message that I'm going to say comes through me. Because I mean, I've had people go, so what are you planning on doing 5 years from now? It's like, I don't know. They haven't told me that yet. They just kind of keep me on a very short leash, as far as what I'm going to do next or what article I'm going to write next or, what web page I'm going to put up next. I mean, it's because that, and maybe that's why you don't plan. Hey, let's come full circle. Maybe that's why you don't plan because planning requires that a certain level of ego.
Well, I would venture to say you're right.
Because I have short-term plans, but as far as like what I'm doing in 6 months, I don't know.
Well, I know that in 6 months, I'm going to be at Contact in the Desert. And
Hmm.
that's really the only plan that I have in stone. I'm hoping to be at the Ozark um, UFO conference, Ozark Mountain, because I was there last year and it was brilliant. But I'm not
Hmm.
sure that I'm going to be able to travel by then. But I'm hopeful. But,
Cool.
you know, and it's so odd how the universe lines up because 6 months ago, I would not have expected that I would be doing Fate Mag Radio.
Hmm.
So the universe has a way of laughing when you have plans and then showing you exactly what they had planned.
Yeah.
And I have to give kudos. I really do. I have to give a shout out to Phyllis because the minute that I started getting ready to do the show is when I broke my leg. And she has been patient and a saint for 3 months, 3.5 months now. she
Well, I
she
mean,
is not.
Phyllis is great.
She is great, but neither one of us anticipated this, and I wasn't communicating well. I was, like you said, things flow, and I'm very fortunate indeed, and I appreciate that. So, and she connected me with you.
Hmm.
So I'm very
Yay.
appreciative for that too, because I feel like I gained great value by getting to know you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brenda in chat said drugs make you silly. Drugs make you sleep, even if they're not supposed to, I guess. I guess that was just part of the healing, though. I slept for like 2 months. But anyway,
Well,
it's over.
chamomile tea knocks me out. People are like, oh, well, it's like all I need is like 2 glasses of chamomile tea, and I am gone.
Yes. I can't drink it because of that.
I
I
only will drink it if I really need to like go to sleep or if I'm sick and I want to sleep. Yeah, some chamomile tea.
yeah.
Or else, yeah.
Well, I know that you have other things coming up in the near future. What are some of the things you're going to be doing?
I mean, I don't really have a whole lot on my agenda. So, if you are a conference organizer, I am available to come speak at your next event. The next thing I have coming up is the History, Haunts, and Legends Conference in Jefferson, Texas. I have some other show that's actually two shows that are in the works, one in May and one in June. And I don't know. They just said, mark it on your calendar. And I'm like, right. So, but they know I'll show up. They just have to like actually really give me the dates. But they already have me on the agenda because they're friends of mine you know, that I just like show up, and then they just need to give me the dates, far enough in advance so that I can mark it on my calendar.
And not schedule something else.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the general goal of the whole thing.
Well, I wish Dallas is not that far from here, but right
So
now
where are you?
it's a
Where are
good
you?
while. I'm in Birmingham, and I would love to come and hear you lecture. I think that would just be fabulous. So I'm going to see if I can't manage for us to be in the same place sometime.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm sitting here going, where's Birmingham for me?
straight out I-20, 59, or I-10. If you take the I-10 coming back through Louisiana into Alabama, I am about 4 hours north of I-10 if you come out of Mobile.
Right, but I'm not on I-10.
Are you
20?
20? Yeah,
20.
20 comes through Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know. The universe makes things happen. You just put it out there, and maybe we'll be lecturing at the same place sometime someday.
Well, I'm just looking at the map and going, we're really not all that far.
It's not. It's only, well,
I'm not in Dallas.
where are you?
I'm by Shreveport,
Oh, okay.
which is closer. So that's like 2.5 hours off the trip.
Yes, it is. And that drive from Shreveport to Dallas is tough.
You get used to it.
Well, you do. But when you've been driving from here to get there, it's that last little bit is a little crazy. But we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, well, I have had the best time. I just can't imagine a better guest.
Well, I've really, really enjoyed this time, and it went by so fast.
I
Which
know,
is always
right?
a good sign that it's been good conversation, good energy, etc., etc.
Etc. Well, I am just honored to have had you. And I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to the next because I guess we're going to talk about the ancients for Tom.
Okay.
We will schedule that sometime soon. And,
Okay.
I am just really looking forward to that. I like that your interests are so diverse because, no kidding, when I was making my list of things that I wanted to talk about and I was looking at your website, I'm like, alternative health, love that. Ancient mysteries, been researching those. Ghosts and ghost hunting, my livelihood. Metaphysics and spirituality, yep, learning about that. Paranormal phenomenon, oh yeah. UFOs and alien abduction, been learning about that too. So we are just really dovetailing on so many things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just no wonder we get along. We have all the same interests.
Mm-hmm. Makes it a whole lot easier.
It
And
does,
we're
doesn't
both
it?
empaths and not like energy vampire people.
Exactly. I am so glad that our energy is so high.
Mm-hmm.
So good vibrations make for good conversations and good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
and Brenda in chat lives in rural Georgia, and she is so disappointed that she has not even seen a UFO where she is. And in chat, she had posted that, yep, still haven't been probed yet. And I'm like, that's a
Well,
good
I've
thing.
never seen a UFO either.
I
And people were
have.
like, seriously, you've never seen